Hi everyone, this is Mari of maripfeiffer.com, and in this session I'm going to show you how to manually back up and update your WordPress site. And this tutorial I've created so that it's as straightforward and easy to understand for even the most non-techie person out there. So this is for people who have self-hosted websites that are WordPress websites. All right, let's get started. When you're backing up and updating your WordPress website, there are three basic files that you need. The first is your WordPress.xml file, and that's a very small file that contains all of your blog posts, your comments, what else, your images, and anything else on your blog. Number two, your database, and this is very important. The database is pretty much what powers your WordPress site, so you need to have a backup of that. And the last one is your site files, and that's everything you've uploaded to your server. So that's images, graphics, plugins, themes, fonts, any custom information or even hidden files. It also includes the important WordPress files that create your WordPress site, so you'll need to get that. And before we start the backup process, you'll need to create a folder. I recommend putting it on your desktop and clearly labeling it the date and site backup. So once you've downloaded everything, just copy it, or just move it rather, into that folder that you've just created. So the first file that we're going to get and download is the XML file. So once you log into your WordPress dashboard, scroll down to Tools, then click Export, and it gives you several options of what to export. I always choose all content, so go ahead and click on Download Export Files. I'm on a Mac, so it always asks me, or kind of confirms what I'm about to download. I say OK, and I know where this is going, to my Downloads folder. All right, so let's go get that database and the site files. Okay, so I've logged into my web host, HostMonster in this case, which I believe is owned by the same company that operates Bluehost and HostGator, and I think a few others. So the cPanel in this is very similar to those hosting companies, and I've seen a lot of other web hosts use a very similar cPanel for their customers. So just scroll down until you find an icon that looks like this. In HostMonster, it's under File Management, and it's called Site Backup Pro. Click on that. And it's taking a little while. There we go. It first takes you to this page. It's trying to get you to buy the paid version. You can certainly do that if you want, but for right now we're going to be doing the free version. So click on Backup and Restore. And it gives some very easy to download options here. And the ones that we're after in this case are the website files. That's everything in your public HTML directory. In other words, everything on your website. And then MySQL, or some people call it MySQL. MySQL is the database that powers your website, so you definitely want that. So go ahead and click Download. And here it says Download Options. I think the default settings are just fine, so go ahead and click Download Now. And then I'm on a Mac, so in about a second it will confirm that the download is beginning. That's right. And it's so I go ahead and click OK. We'll close out of that while it's downloading. And the next one is website files. So that's everything I mentioned earlier. The images, WordPress files, plugins, themes, everything you've uploaded. So go ahead and click Download Now. Preparing download. And then my computer will tell me that it's about to download these to my Downloads folder. OK. And we are done. So we have just backed up everything, the database, website files, and that .xml file that WordPress provides for us. So let's go ahead and start updating our site. Okay, so now that I'm back in WordPress, I'm ready to update my WordPress site. And in this case, this is just a blog, but it would be the same if I were updating an entire site. So the first thing I'll want to do actually is go to my plugins page and click on Installed Plugins, and then select all of them and deactivate them. And the reason that you do this, click Apply, so you deactivate all of them. The reason you deactivate your plugins is that you don't want anything running in the background of your WordPress site when you're updating it. That's when problems often occur because the new script may conflict with plugins that are running at the moment. So you want your site to be pretty much kind of in neutral position when you're doing an update. So now all of my plugins are deactivated. Let's go to the Please Update Now page. And I'm going to go ahead and click on Update Now. And this might take, a few seconds or a minute or two, but it usually goes pretty quickly. So now WordPress is updating. You're going to see that in just a few seconds. The speed of this, by the way, always depends on your web host. Okay, so it says unpacking the update, blah, 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 blah. And here we go, we're at 3.8. Woo, that does look different. Okay, so for some reason it's taking a little while to finish this up. Looks pretty cool. Looks rather different. Okay, so it says thank you for updating to WordPress 3.8, the most beautiful WordPress yet. Okay, well, we'll see if that's true. So the next thing I want to do is go back to my plugins page to installed plugins. And I want to select them all and activate them and then hit apply. All right, we're done. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at the site. Hopefully everything is fine. And there we are, back to the blog as it was. I don't see on the surface any huge changes, but I have just backed up and updated my website, my WordPress blog, my WordPress website here. And we're done. So that's how you do it. Whenever you need to back up or update your website, you first need to back up your database, your XML file, and your website files. Then deactivate your plugins, update WordPress, then reactivate your plugins, and then check your site to make sure everything looks and is functioning the way it's supposed to. All right, everyone. I hope that this has been pretty easy to understand and easy to follow. If you have any questions, any comments, any suggestions, please don't hesitate to contact me at info@maripfeiffer.com. And please, if you are running a WordPress website and or WordPress blog, you need to back it up and update it on a pretty regular basis. WordPress will let you know when you log into your dashboard. There will be a sign at the top of it that says the latest version is available and please update now. So if you need to, just go back to this video, follow the instructions, and you should be fine. And remember, backing up and updating is like going to the gym. You never regret doing it. Okay, thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.